Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Clinton and I'm here with the drawing and painting tutorials for you. Those of you who are interested in drawing, I've made some episodes on that. You can check the links given in the description box below. And for those of you who are interested in painting and are wondering what is the right approach, what are the exercises should I be practicing to improve my art skills, because in painting there happens to be dozens of methods, a lot of techniques, a lot of theory and whatnot, and only few of that is actually helpful in our early stages of painting. So I will be making a series of videos starting from today's lesson, that is episode 1, painting for beginners. I'm going to give you all the necessary information that you're going to need in your art learning process with some good practical examples. Okay, so watch the full video guys, so that you won't miss out on the necessary important topics that are going to be covered in this video. Okay, so on that note, let's begin the tutorial. Well friends, first things first, the materials. All you're going to need for today's lesson is a set of premium poster colors. This is of Camel brand. It's a very good quality. And for brushes, it's good if you have a set of brushes, that is a flat brush set and a round brush set, 0 to 12 or 16. And then some cartridge sheets. You can use chart paper as well. Make sure their thickness is above 120 or 150 GSM. Okay, and I will be covering 2 exercises for today's lesson and one practical example, a demonstration. Alright, so let's begin. So you have here a green. I take some thick paint directly from the bottle and place a shape. And then what I do is I use a little white and I mix it with that green and place another tone near the first one. So what you should be doing is focusing on values from dark to light. And then you use more white as you go lighter. So I have here a total of 8 values. You can go more, even 10 to 15, and then use this same mixture and go from light to dark. So this is the first exercise, friends. What this will teach you is values, and in painting, values takes a top priority, even more than colors, because you can always create an image without colors, but that is by using just black and white, because black and white in painting are not considered as colors. They are something like lack of colors or neutral ones. Okay, so tones play more important role than colors. For colors I will do a separate video, but for now we are going to focus on values. And now for the second exercise, I'm going to take some thick paint, place it on the paper, and when I place the second tone, I'm going to blend in with the first tone. Make sure you mix properly on the palette, because when you do something wrong in the palette, the result will be seen on the paper. So this is how you do some blending. So this is it, friends, the 2 exercises. And if you are totally new to painting, then practice this few times for almost a week, because once you get hang of it, it's much easier later on. Okay, So on that note, let's move on to the practical example. I have here some geometrical shapes, and once you practice those values at least a couple of times, you can move on to applying those exercises into actual still life objects. Like I have here a circle. If you're finding it difficult to draw a circle, what you can do is add a plus sign and then use that to create a circle. And there is a little bit of shadow here. I use green color in the exercises. For this one, I'm going to use black and white. So I've mixed medium gray, medium dark gray, and when you place the brush stroke, make sure that you don't move your wrists like this. Instead, paint it with your full arm. This way. Now I go a little bit lighter. Avoid using too much water for this because poster colors are meant to be painted thick. Okay, now I have placed the shadow. Then next I move on to placing the shadow part for the 3D ball. You can always do an experiment to see if it's light enough or dark enough. So once the shadow area is placed, I move on to placing the lighter value. Leaving some white area for the highlight. If you notice, there is a slight tone happening at this side. It's called the reflected light. That's that, and now I'm going to use more lighter value. And for the highlight, some thick white paint and just place a single tone. And to beautify the whole shape, you can place some darker value right about here. So friends, I have used the two exercises that you saw to create some geometrical shapes this way. And now I'll try to do this cylinder. Some shadow tone at the side. And I place some lighter values. I should make this shadow area a little bit darker. Maybe a nice highlight at the side. That's that. And using those geometrical shapes, we can create more interesting subjects like some still life props like fruits or flowers and things like that. Then I place a base tone. playing around with different tones because it's all about values and shapes. Finally, I place a highlight. Well friends, we have reached the end of today's lesson. The two exercises that I showed you earlier, you should make them one of your priorities and practice them several times until you get a good grip on how tonal values work and how brush strokes are made. That is by painting with your full arm and not just the wrist. And alongside this, use those values and paint random geometrical shapes like a ball, a square and things like that in different angles with the sunlight coming from different angles. For this you can find plenty of reference material online or on an app called Pinterest. And by constant practice you will have a very good idea on how light and shade works. Okay, and you can then approach many other subjects like starting from still life, landscapes, portraits and so on. Okay, and having said that, if you have any doubts regarding today's lesson or if you have any video request on a tutorial I should be making for you, do let me know in the comment section. Okay, and on that note, I will see you in the next video, episode 2. Thank you for watching and take care.